morning, everybody. Thank you for joining our Feldenkrais meeting. And I wanted to talk about this concept of how we move and how we can kind of like move one engine. I'm using a train because it's easy for me to understand. And just this idea that in a train, we have an engine and we have little cars. And the engine can pull the car forward. And then the engine can also put itself in reverse. So it goes this way, which is pretty cool. And sometimes, and first of all, if you've ever watched a train, it doesn't go very fast at the beginning. It has to go slow, and then this car connects, and then this car connects and starts moving. And then the next car connects, and then the next car, and the whole thing starts to move. In the same way, we can help ourselves. One other aspect of real trains is they can put a train engine at the back so that when this car pulls, and if it's a really long train and it's pretty heavy, the one in the back can push a little bit. So it helps each other, the two engines help each other go move the whole train forward. Okay. One other thing that can happen is that you can take an engine and maybe put it in the middle. So as this train pulls forward, you can have a second, this engine, you have a second engine, this pulls a little bit, then this engine helps also pull. So they're both pulling to bring the whole system, the whole train forward. And then they do have to communicate. This one can go backward and this one can go backward, and they can just help with this. Okay. And in our bodies, as we put the engine in different places, you can think about where the engine is our awareness. So if our awareness is at one end of a long column like the spine, this is our awareness. And it can go forward or backwards. I'm going to leave that. So this is our awareness. Okay. We can have an awareness at the other end of the chain, which is back down here. You can push it forward, go backward. If we put the engine in different places along the system, like I showed earlier, this is a little stuck, it can give you awareness in different places, like maybe right here. Or right here. And we're going to play with this concept today in our lesson. Just kind of work together there. One other concept I wanted to play with, want you to think about, is how trains can move in opposite directions to help, well, not necessarily on tracks, but in our bodies, we can go in equal and opposite directions to help it move. So let's say we can go this way, and we're going to do that in our lesson today. Let's say they are in the same train station. Okay. And as they go in opposite directions in the body, it can really help each other. Go out in the same direction or return in the same direction. And that's when we do simultaneous movements. And we will work on that as a concept. Okay, so but I wanted to just illustrate that. So one thing I wanted to do that might be a little easier for you to understand is to take this onto a skeleton, which I have right over here. It's a standing skeleton. And again, the train can go down the back like this. And your awareness, and that could just help bring the column, which is the train, down. It can also either be put in reverse or turn around and go up like that. But we're two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and this other train can go up the front like that, or turn around and go down like this. Now, what would happen if we had the two trains cooperating with each other? One train, let me get that a little closer to. One train might go up as the other one goes down, like this, and it might make the movement feel a little smoother, okay? Or the train can turn around and turn around. And we're going to explore this movement. This one goes up and this one goes down at the same time so that the whole structure feels a little smoother. Okay, great.